Hello everyone, Shadefire here, and today I'm taking a first impressions look at Air Conflicts Vietnam. Now I might not have really shown this in previous first impressions through my selection, but I actually am sort of fond of air conflict games, or not air conflict games, but rather air combat games. The sort of arcadey, flying, shooting games that used to be really popular on consoles for a while. Stuff like Secret Weapons Over Normandy, Blazing Angels, that sort of thing. But I've only really had a chance to do one of these previously, the Ace Combat game that came up on PC. So I wanted to take a look at this. It's also interesting that this is about Vietnam, considering there are so few games that cover Vietnam.
The First Indochina War ended in 1954.
I don't think there are any that cover Vietnam.
French forces who had occupied the peninsula for almost a century. Vietnam was left divided into the Communist North and Catholic-led but predominantly Buddhist South. The South was supported by the United States, who saw the spread of communism as one of the 20th century's worst problems. The fear was that a domino effect would occur, that after the loss of one nation to communism, neighbors would surely follow. The United States was facing an encroaching communist front and decided that Vietnam was the place to make a stand. Recent operations saw thousands of South Vietnamese families moved into militia-controlled fortified villages as part of the Strategic Hamlet Resettlement Program. However, Viet Cong have infiltrated several of these South Vietnamese hamlets, killed their leaders, and seized control. We need to support the South Vietnamese Air Force in wiping out these VC-controlled hamlets. For the first part of this operation, we'll soften up their defenses with airstrikes, ready for an assault with light tanks and infantry.
Alright, fairly simple. Well, this one has more hard points. And this one is just lower. Let's just go with the Thunder Chief. Can't really change our loadout or anything. That's just statistics, okay. Whatever. Let's just go into this mission with our default.
I'm having some problems with rudder response. Need to perform a maneuverability check.
Roger that. Positioning to check you from behind.
I need to do a tutorial.
I'm on your 6. Initiate maneuverability check.
Alright, what do we have to do for our check? Am I supposed to know what a maneuverability check entails?
Rudder functionality, good.
Oh god, we're gonna hit the grid.
Aileron functionality, good. Dropping bomb. That's a miss.
Do a barrel roll. Use Z and R. What? Oh god. Are we still barrel rolling?
Maneuverability, perfect.
That was
Check
really
your
weird.
flare launcher functionality.
Please stop barrel rolling.
Good flare in the air. Now test engine overburn. Engine functionality good. Now test your brakes. Perfect. Your maneuverability seems to be fully functional. Check your systems now.
I have a feeling that's not really something you can do as a jet pilot.
Good. Check your weapon systems now. Shoot your cannon. Dropping bomb. That's a miss.
Very important that we follow our camera. Though I guess those are homing, so, you know, we can actually follow them to the target.
All systems fully operational. Let's continue the mission.
We need to eliminate the Viet Cong's infiltrated hamlets, bomb the occupied villages to destroy the Viet Cong's base, and help to reduce the enemy presence in the area.
Nope, don't want to hit that. Then we'd probably be outside the combat area. Alright, I've already forgot what the bombing camera thing is.
Dropping bomb. That's a miss.
That grid thing is really silly.
A big fighter pond. Bomb hit positive.
Wait, what? Did I just stall out and immediately crash because I was going too slow?
Enemy fire. Dropping bomb. Bombing negative. Dropping bomb. Bomb hit positive.
What happens when I run out of bombs?
Enemy fire.
Oh, my plane's not looking too good already. I guess I don't really have to worry about the AA. I'm just supposed to be destroying the targets.
A big fighter pond. My bird's full of holes. I'm hit. Ah!
And then my plane became see-through. Alright, so if you run out of bombs, I guess you're just fucked here. There doesn't seem to be a way to reload.
Bombing now. That's a good strike. Bombing now. That's a good strike.
Did I take out enough of my targets?
NVA MiGs are approaching. Protect our bombers before the MiGs reach them.
Again, I've also forgotten how to switch. Oh, never mind. I figured it out before I finished saying it. Oh, apparently I can control everyone. But if I lose my squad leader, the game ends. So I should just stick with him until I run out of sidewinders. Alright, let's just find a target.
He's a goner.
These missiles lock on really fast.
Got him. 2 for 2.
I have a feeling these sidewinders aren't that effective. Though, then again, real sidewinders aren't 100% accurate either. And these guys probably have flares.
One less enemy.
It seems really silly that we're stuck in this tiny virtual box. Kind of takes you out of the whole thing.
Good job. Now destroy the remaining hamlets.
Now we're just back to bombing. Also, our bombs refilled. For some reason. And it looks like we have limited afterburner, so when you hold it down, it starts burning through your afterburner meter.
Bombing now. Bomb hit positive.
I guess that didn't do enough damage to destroy it, though.
Dropping bomb. Bomb hit positive.
It's kind of silly that this target is right next to the edge of the map.
Dropping bomb.
I can probably just hit it with a sidewinder to finish it off. Well, that was silly.
Dear Joe, too bad there was no time for you to come home and say goodbye. I was so excited to hear that you've been transferred to Vietnam to support our fight for democracy, and I wanted to shake your hand. I've told all my friends that my brother's going to fight in Vietnam. Some of them said that we shouldn't be dictating how other nations are run, but I know they're wrong, and that
They're
we're
just
doing the right
un-American.
thing. Mother is worried about you, and she sends kisses. But she is sure our father would be proud of you should he be with us still. God bless his soul. Lisa was here yesterday bringing me your old textbooks. Zoe was helping, and she was very proud too, telling everyone she was helping Uncle Nee learn. After finishing college, I want to be just like you but on the ground. It's the Marines for me. You take care and kick some commie asses. Your brother, Neil.
Now, I don't want to jump to conclusions here, guys, but this might not be the best game. Or even the best flight game. Alright, let's try a helicopter mission, see if it's better.
Airstrikes on the VC-controlled hamlets were successful. Their defensive fortifications have been severely damaged, and now the ground attack must commence. South Vietnamese light tanks and infantry are already on their way to the hamlets. We will provide air support to ensure their success. But be careful. AA defenses are still active in the area, so we'll need to prioritize these when spotted.
Also, I still can't change these. I can hover over them, but I can't actually change them. Wait, why did I pick a helicopter and then just pick a different helicopter? According to these tooltips, everything on the helicopter is controlled by moving the mouse.
This is Cobra 2. I think we've been hit. I'm initializing test control sequence.
Roger that, Cobra 2. We don't see any visible damage to your bird. Perform the full control test to confirm.
Do the tutorial before I let you play. Strafe. Strafe. Go forward. Go backward. Wait, am I tilting it forward or not forward? How much right do I have to turn? I like how in this one they don't even bother like voicing any of this. It's just like gives you a sequence of things you have to do. Who's flying our fucking helicopter if we're door gunning?
Cobra 1, this is Bishop 3. I confirm all functionality checked.
Thanks, Bishop. All seems to be working well. Proceed with the mission objectives.
Let me just load up this next cutscene.
South Vietnamese tanks failed to break the hamlet fortifications in the valley. We don't have any ground forces in the area, but to break the hamlet's defenses, our Cobra Squad will crush them from the air.
Our Cobra Squad of one guy. Alright. Let's go mission. I'm not 100% sure if this is accurate, but I believe the Vietnam War was the first kind of modern war that really solidified the importance of this helicopters in a air-ground support role. Yeah, take that, ground troops. This already seems a lot easier than flying the jet. They can't even shoot back from this distance. Oh, that guy's shooting back. He knows what's up. I can't go lower. Like, I can't tilt down more than I already am. This guy right here just does not want to get hit. There we go. I guess there's something blocking me. Alright, I've murdered all the men.
Enemy fortifications were eliminated. There is still considerable resistance in the hamlet, and to minimize losses, we will provide air support for Vietnamese ground forces.
Do I really need a cutscene every time we complete an objective? Can't we just, like, get radio chatter? Oh god, why am I spinning? Oh, because I was strafing instead of turning.
Enemy fire!
I guess I should be using my missile since we have like 80. Sounds like someone's still shooting at me with like a dinky little gun. Oh, we got another cutscene.
We can capture the second hamlet quickly by dropping our troops near the hamlet at LZ Bravo. However, LZ is heavily protected by AAs. Cobras have to destroy the AAs to allow Hueys to deploy our boys at LZ Bravo.
You know, I feel like you normally don't use helicopters to destroy anti-air. Don't the ground troops usually destroy the anti-air so that the helicopters can come in? Close enough. Oh, what? Am I flying the Huey now? Oh yeah, I guess I have to drop him off now. Can I look in the back seat? There's no one back there. Who am I dropping off? Wow, I almost just tried to use the Arma 2 controls to lower the helicopter. What? What? I was trying to use the same control to lower the helicopter because it sort of bounced off the ground, and then it just fucking went forward instead and exploded. Had to freeze the game there to load up the music track. So yeah, I'm supposed to land on this fucking cross mark, right? Or is it not close enough? Why is that not in the middle of this green circle? Alright, we've landed at a very specific LZ.
Great. Our troops were deployed safely at the LZ. We have to provide cover fire until they establish a defensive perimeter.
We have to provide cover fire for these 2 men we just dropped off. What? Apparently this really weak sounding gun has a grenade attached to it. Is that an enemy? Seriously, how does this thing have a grenade launcher?
Enemy fire! My bird's full of holes!
Maybe it's because everybody's fucking shooting at us because we're flying like 20 feet above the ground. What is that constant, like, silenced machine gun sound?
Fighter pawn!
Does anyone else hear that? It almost sounds like an audio file that's skipping, but it doesn't seem to stop. Well, that stopped it. I guess one of the audio files must have skipped because of the recording? I also like
Surveillance
that our
reports
gunner
NVA
doesn't have any
HQ
hands.
located near our position. Destroy it to minimize the NVA presence in the area.
Alright, back to the Cobra.
Enemy fire!
That's how hydro rocket pods are supposed to be used. Indiscriminately.
A big fighter pod! Enemy fire! Enemy fire!
It's okay, as soon as the next part of the mission starts, our helicopter will magically repair itself. It's like this one guy right there that is fucking me up the most. The other ones are all shooting trees.
Bombs are low. Enemy fire!
For some reason, I can't hit him.
Hold.
Jesus, there we go. Really gotta get in here to take him down. Like there. There's a guy in this burning building I can't hit because there's a burning building in the way. There, I've killed everyone. Everyone is dead. Could have just used napalm for that. Just rotate my helicopter.
I wonder how much good it does, rounding up these scattered communities, uprooting families and farmers, and moving them into these supposedly secure hamlets. None of them thanked us for it. None of them wanted it. It's this kind of erosion of society that makes individuals stand and fight, to protect and cling on to what they hold dear. But with the threat of communism looming over us, we must make hard choices and follow them through, whatever the consequences, for the greater good. People will see this, must see this, in the future.
The threat of people living differently than us. Oh, we've also got bomber transport, or not bombers. Transports. Oh, I guess they're bombers too. Dumping fucking chemical agents. This is before the C-130. Anyhow, I think that's enough of Air Conflicts Vietnam. It's not very good. That Ace Combat Air... Oh god, what was it? Ace Combat Assault Horizon, that's what it was a better game. This is kind of awful. Then again, it's only $30 instead of $60, so maybe that's why. It's another budget game from Bit Composer, you know, a European game. This isn't the first Air Conflicts game either. There's also Pacific Carriers, and I forget what the first one is, or the second one. But Pacific Carrier is definitely one of them. So, you know, if you want a cheap plane game, there's probably actually just older plane games that are better than this. But this is Air Conflicts Vietnam, available on Steam now for some reason. Until next
After
time,
successful experimentation with chemical
I've been Shadefire, and I hope you'll fly with me again someday.